Hi Gemini, this is Monique with CashApp and we're getting ready to look into the general energy surrounding you. But first, let's chime. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading's for you. My readings are timeless, so when you find them is when you are meant to find them. Let's get into it. Ancestors, guides, angels, what messages do you have for my high vibrational Geminis regarding the general energy surrounding them? Make it clear. What messages do you have for Gemini? All right, so we have Father God, Radical Truth, the number 43. This is Jupiter. We then have the Altar of Fire, Clarity, the number 32, and this is the Ace of Swords. Okay. We then have the Peacemaker. Excuse me. Persistent, Patient, the number 14. Who is this? Number 14. I want to see who this is. I don't know the cards that well. The Peacemaker. Okay, Temperance. Got it. All right. So, Temperance. Altar of Fire. That's the Ace of Swords, right? 32. Yeah, Ace of Swords. All right, great. And then 43, Father of God, which is Jupiter, if I remember correctly. Let's take a gander. Yes, Jupiter, Father God. Okay, cool beans. So this is what I feel for a lot of you Geminis as we move into December, which is so interesting because Temperance represents Sagittarius. Jupiter represents Sagittarius and Pisces. And then we have Clarity. So for me, this is like a strong indicator that moving into December, the closer we get into December, which right now I think it's like the 26th of November, the closer we move into Sagittarius season, or the further we move into Sagittarius season, because we're already there or here, the more clarity you will receive. Okay, because we're heading towards the end of the year. Like we're in the final stretch of 2025 and it's definitely been a ride. Okay, it's the 9-year, the year of expansion, but also the year of completion. It's a snake year. All right, so a lot of things shedding its skin, releasing people, places, and things that you've outgrown. So it's just coming to a crescendo and ending. But it looks like it's happening in a very positive way, okay? Adding the clarity and that Sagittarius Jupiter energy. Beautiful. Tell us more. This is for Gemini regarding the general energies surrounding them. What messages do you have, Spirit? Okay. The number 9, we have the Loner, Isolation and Introspection. So this is the Hermit. Okay, the Loner. I'm hearing like breaking out of isolation. We have Mother of Earth, Fertile Ground, the number 40. This is the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Interesting. Yeah, I do feel like a lot of you are like moving out of this isolation that you may have been in, whether it's financial isolation, isolation in relationships, business, etc. I feel like a lot of you are moving out of this as we move closer to the end of the year. All right. And I do feel like for a lot of you, your finances are beginning to stabilize with Mother of Earth. Some of you could also be dealing with an earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Oh, wow. The Ace of freaking Pentacles? Altar of Earth, limitless prosperity, 37. Whoa. This is magical, Gemini. Wow. Find a fucking Lee, right, guys? Jeez. Yeah, I mean, the further we move in Sagittarius season into 2026, a lot of things are becoming more clear for you, Gemini, and your money is solidifying. Your money is stabilizing, okay? Wow. And then we have the root of air. So then the page of swords here with the number 33. We have the altar of water, love overflowing, the number 27. This is the Ace of Cups. And then we have the patriarch. Wow, the emperor. Unapologetic, the number 4. And then we have the griot, blissed, the number 19. And this is the sun. Wow. Gemini, this is like a completion of a cycle. And we've been talking about this. An ending of a cycle, right? A release of burden. And now you're finally like moving to the next level. And it's been a long journey, hasn't it? For some of you, it's been like a decade. I know for me, it's been about a decade or so. And it's so interesting because as I was scrolling on TikTok the other day, there was a lady that popped up and she was saying that we're completing like a 9-year cycle of bullshit. Basically, I added the bullshit part because you guys know me, I like to curse. So ending a 9-year cycle of fuckery. And this makes me very happy inside because thank you, run me my motherfucking money, Spirit. And thank you very much. Because yeah, it's been a very heavy 9-year cycle for a lot of people, especially when it comes to your finances, right? The lack of stability, okay? So things are finally clearing out. Things are finally coming into motion. I feel like a lot of you are going to be graduating from that stop and go energy. All right, and I'm here for it. This is beautiful. So we have the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is wild. Some of you could be experiencing a large financial windfall as well. All right, so that's great. Let me make some space for the clarifiers. All right, Spirit, let's clarify. This is for Gemini. Wow. Very, very good, Gemini. Well done. I know it's been a tricky cycle. A lot of you, were writing in my comment section from Monday's reading, just letting me know that, look, you can relate to all the interesting happenings that's been happening. So, yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Spirit, clarify the loner. Because this is isolation and introspection. I feel like a lot of you are coming out of isolation and introspection stronger. Okay. Wow. You're coming out of isolation mastered as well. Like a master of your craft or a master of this journey, a master of your last chapter. All right. Some of you could be writing a book about your journey. Okay. And about the different chapters you've gone through. Wow. Give us another. I mean, Spirit, you're giving us the Hermit, but what's the outcome? Yes, clarity. Look at that with the Ace of Swords. So a lot of you have graduated. Some of you were forced into isolation in order to level up. I felt like I was forced into a bit of an isolation to become more of a bitch because I was very naturally optimistic. And I'm not going to say trusting because I'm wise, right? And I always kind of look at things with scrutiny slightly. But for the most part, my disposition is very optimistic and open and all that. And I feel like the universe placed me in isolation to be more discerning about how I navigate this world, right? So I can look back now and see what happened and why it happened, but it wasn't fun. So a lot of you may need to look back and see, okay, why was I forced into isolation? Was it because I was too open and kind or a bit childlike in a way where if, you know, once this money comes in, if I were to received it 9 years ago, would I have been too naive and given it all away? Whereas now, you know, now that I know about investments and all that, coming into a large sum of money, you invest it. Of course, you give some away if you feel the need to, but then you invest it and you make it compound and create your legacy, right? 9 years ago, I didn't know that, right? So, introspection. Yeah, wow. Look at all those seeds that you've planted, Gemini, and now you're moving on up and into the next level, exponentially into the Ace of Pentacles. Your life is finally beginning to appear stable, at least in the 3D, right? And I feel like the reason why Spirit probably put a lot of you in forced isolation is for you to level up spiritually, become the best version of yourself, become stronger spiritually, so that when you finally receive your material pleasures, you know how to utilize it. All right. Clarify the Mother of Earth, please, Spirit. This is for Gemini regarding the general energies. Wow. Some of you don't even see this coming here with the moon. Tell us more. Wow. A new project, a new opportunity with the 8 of Pentacles. And look how we're going from the 7 to the 8. That's cool. Give us another one. This is for Gemini. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Wands. Well, that's an unexpected event. Bottom of the deck, the 5 of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are leaving behind burdens. Okay. Perhaps you were dealing with people who wanted to take advantage of your skills or your talent here. Okay, perhaps for some of you, this could have been an earth sign, dominant. All right, but I feel like you've wisened up. All right, and you're releasing that old energy that no longer serves you. Some of you could currently be in some sort of like power struggle with someone with control issues. Okay, Altar of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Gemini. Oh, wow. Look at that. The 6 of Cups. So you reaping the benefits of the seeds that you've planted for some of you, maybe 6 years ago or longer. All right. I'm also hearing like 16 years, which that's a really long cycle, but I mean, it's for someone out there. But finally receiving this Ace of Pentacles after a long time, a long journey with the 6 of Cups. Wow. Give us another for the Altar of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles, please. Okay, the Emperor giving Aries energy. The 6 of Swords moving towards bigger and better. And the 2 of Swords, trusting your intuition whilst you're on this journey towards bigger and better. Right? Wow. Some of you could be aligning with like-minded energies. Some of you could have just been mastering your masculine and feminine with this isolation, right? Finding that balance between both. But some of you, if you're single as a Pringle ready to mingle, some of you could be connecting with your divine counterpart for this season. So that's great. Cool. Spirit, what is the outcome for Gemini regarding the general energies surrounding them, please? What's the outcome of this new beginning? Because that's obviously what it is. I wish more Pentacles came out, though. That would have been fun. But I mean, we do have the Ace and the Queen of Pentacles, so that's pretty cool. What's the outcome for Gemini regarding the general energies surrounding them? Family. Some of you could be expanding families or expanding your family. opportunist. Wow. Aggressive, diligent, eager, aspiring, go-getter, enterprising. Some of you could also be letting go of family as well because of conflict or because you've outgrown them. Shenanigans, deception. Yeah, some of you guys are healing or removing yourself from deceptive people, places, and things. We have new work. And then we have emotional fulfillment. Okay, great. All right, Gemini, look, that was your reading, honey. If you do want a personal reading, the link to my website's in the description. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.